Hello everyone, welcome on back to Hutan Pantai. Alright, so we have two oat fields ready today, and then we also have the soybean field from last time that needs to be replanted this month. I do want to say, I don't know if you can see it, the reason I was up there actually, there's something right up there at the top of that mountain, little building. We probably will check that out at some point, just not right away. And I was looking at contracts, as I usually do. We're going to accept this one. It's 9 grand. Obviously, after leasing everything for the contract, it's going to be like 8 grand. But we'll have a worker do it. And after worker costs, we're going to make, what, 7.5 grand? And we're going to do nothing. And that's going to be really nice. And it's right here, too, so... Figured we matter just set it up, have it do it on the side. I think these, like, cultivating contracts, any sort of, like, maybe mowing contracts, we could probably accept, have a worker do them, make a good amount of money by doing literally nothing at all, which will be kind of nice. This is a rather large field for this cultivator. And yep, everything looks good. AI workers on it. They're going to be doing the center first and then doing the outside. That's how they do the cultivating. So we might have one rice harvest next month, maybe. Got 3 things of mushrooms there, 2 things of rice rolls that could be sold. I'm likely going to wait, and we'll sell the rice rolls and the oyster mushrooms at the same time. Just bring everything down to... Yeah, we were going to do peas. That was right. Bring everything down to the farmer's market. And we'll have a worker start on this. And actually, I was in the right area, because we'll go and check out the little building up there. Then I'll start and do these 2 harvests here. Shouldn't take too long to do both of those harvests. One's a pretty small field, and I think long term, this field right here across from the farm might end up becoming a part of the farm if we do, any sort of production buildings or anything. On top of, what's already on the map. So, obviously, like, there's no cement factory. If we build it, maybe we'll build it there. Sheds at some point. Honestly, we need to probably take out some of our sheds, because like I said, they don't really do anything. They're just kind of there. I can't go inside of them or anything. Now, I don't know the proper names for these. So, but I've always liked this architecture. Nice little hut. Oh, hey, collectible. I can't see much from here, though. I can kind of see the farm. I was hoping for a better view. So 23 more farm balls to go. I'm going to sell those buildings. So 4 grand for this. There's no reason to have them. So it's just, they're just here. 2.5 grand for that. There's just nothing that we really can do with them. I'd much rather have the space. I can't sell this one. This one I can actually drive in, so of course I'm going to keep it. But we'll keep these houses, because what, I think his name is Ben is here. I think it's Ben. Obviously we'll keep the main house. But yeah, that's, we got a decent amount of money though from selling those. I think if I could actually use them, I would have kept them. But the fact that I really couldn't do anything with them kind of just, well, led to just selling them. These two small ones I could actually go inside, but I really couldn't figure out what I would use them for. I'd, again, much rather just have a small shed or something. You can possibly look to build one, honestly. I know there's, you know, a bunch of mods obviously coming for sheds and stuff, so look at those two once those arrive. I don't think there's much right now. There's gonna be, you know, somewhat affordable. Like this one's not honestly that big for 45 grand. But that's usually how most sheds are, base game at least. Oh, we'd actually make money from this eventually. Solar roof. Makes 6 grand a month. So if you could afford that, you'd eventually make some good money. These are the sheds I really like. Obviously there's the cultivator in the way, but maybe we'll look at that, or we could try and save up and get the solar one. I did not know that was an option. Maybe not in this area it makes sense, but maybe if, you know, we expand. Because that would be an easy way to make some money. And we definitely need some money on this. Oh, forgot to unfold. I don't know if that'd be the right place I want my car. Okay, I'd say if you didn't drive off, you're about to be throwing a bunch of oat trash, basically. Oat plants. Now the oats are at a fairly good price, so we'll probably go ahead and sell this off the field. That's the plan, at least. We'll try to get these replanted, these fields. What if we put peas in these as well? Obviously, we're not going to be able to put them all through the production, but we could sell a bunch. It's just a thought of mine. Because then we'd only rent the harvester once. Obviously, it would probably take 2 months total to rent, or not rent, but to do all of the harvest then. So we'd have to have the monthly cost in there and probably over an hour as well. Because the thing is, if we do more oats, obviously, that's going to be sold next year around this time. So we could get more than one harvest out of oats to be sold. I wouldn't mind doing soybeans, but I'd have to rent a planter in there. And for 2 small fields, is that going to be worth it? We're going to be doing long rice next time in the rice fields. I'm going to try and wait for all of them to be done and harvested, and then we'll just do all of the fields. We'll plant them all at the same time. Do this field as well. Fairly small. These aren't too large of fields. Well, I'm going to do a short little time lapse. We'll just finish out this field here. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done. Alright, so this should be the last strip for the oats. Oh, a little bit missed. Never mind. Just a little bit missed. But yeah, I keep going back and forth on if we should do all of the fields or not. That is a fairly good sized field down there. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna take a gander here. So to do the lease, it's 29,000 normally. We'll say it probably will take over an hour. So we'd be spending probably 45,000 if it takes more than a day. That's so much money. I don't think we will. That is a lot of money. And I don't want to, obviously, spend too much money on something that's going to be kind of tight maybe to make that much money out of. So maybe what we'll do instead, we could probably do 2 out harvests, maybe 3, by the time we'd be ready to sell again. So we could potentially have a bunch of oats. I like to do soybeans, but I'd have to rent a planter. Go get this sold. We could really use a second tractor. Looks like they're missing a bunch, but we'll see how it ends. Yeah, we really could use a second tractor, though. Because then I could actually have that field cultivated, and I could put soybeans in there, and then we could have... what? We already have what we did from that field, plus 2 others in. Could possibly make a decent amount of money from those. I'll go to the next one. Yeah, it just comes down to cost, and I'm trying not to spend too much right now. So I am trying to have some money to possibly do something with cement, and obviously some sort of sawmill. A lot of things that cost a decent amount of money. And I'm trying to obviously buy more land. So that's 12.5 grand there. I was gonna see if any of these fields have gotten replanted yet. This field here is ready to harvest. Oh, well, I can't afford that. Yeah, I think we only had 2 I had in mind. 32, 25. I prefer one of these, yeah. This one's rather expensive for what it is. And that is like sugar beets, I think, right now. Well, that's not sugar beets, I don't think. I think that might be sugar beets. No, that is sugar beets. What's this then? Parsnips? Yeah. So we're just not gonna obviously buy something that we're gonna have to rent a harvester on and spend more money on that than what it's probably worth. We'll go ahead and park this here. I was gonna look at the oyster mushroom price. Now we could probably get that sold next month. I think it'd be high enough that we could easily sell it. And we can sell the... We might have 3 things of rice rolls by then, maybe. That'll be a little better price. How well... Yeah, this field looks fairly decent. They've missed several spots in the middle here, though. So, you know, I've been saying the workers have been really good, but they missed a few spots here. I'm not gonna lie. I have been looking on the contracts to see if any of the fields we're interested in pop up. Because then we could potentially get paid to plant our own field. And we'd also know what crop is going to be in there then. I'm hoping that maybe they'll be up next month and they'll be wanting like maybe a soybean, because then I'd have to rent it then, but we could then rent it and... Oh, plenty slow here. We might need to get this stuff fixed too. But then we could obviously get paid to plant it, and that'd be nice. Even if it's just that little bit. And then we could then take over and buy it from them. We'd make a little bit of money just then go and buy the field directly from them. Yeah, we're going to have to obviously get all of these small pieces that they missed. Once I'm done here, I'm probably going to go and fill this up on seeds. We should be good on fertilizer. All the workers doing pretty good. Looks like they just have to go around the field. That must somehow be 33%. There's decent chunks. It is a fairly large field, so I'm sure one lap is quite a bit. Have a park right here. We'll get this maintained. Yeah, it's a little low. This isn't too bad, but I'll just repair it because I'm here. We'll get a bag of seeds. Yeah, this is one I found that you get 50 more liters if you go with the pallet of bags. Same price, but 50 more liters. Why wouldn't I go with that? We'll get this stocked up, and then I think we'll do oats in the other fields. We should be able to get, you know, like I said, 2 to 3 harvests of oats before it's time to sell. So based off of the price we just got, and we're talking 36,000. Well, a little bit more, like 37,500. It should be about the same. Well, we'll make sure it's fertilized and everything. Nice part about getting all these fields planted at the same time, I can probably save a little bit of money and just rent a weeder. And then just do all 3 of the fields versus buying it. We can save a little bit of money, at least for the time being, on that. I was going to look if the fields we were looking at, if they had like a cultivating machine on them. This one does. I'm just curious if, you know, maybe we'll see something coming up for it. 25 as the plowing. We might see a planting contract for him soon. 17 grand. It's a large field, though. Well, I think I am going to go ahead and do a time lapse. So we'll finish up this field as well as that field over there for planting. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done. Alright, so we're just about done here with this field. Looks like 2 small spots to finish out on. And then we can claim the reward for the contract. Nice, what, 6 grand was it? 5 grand? Almost 150,000 if that's the case. We can kind of buy one of these fields. There we go. Yeah, next time we'll have to get all 3 of the fields fertilized and probably weeded. Try to keep an eye on the sales, but yeah, if this is your next time, we'll likely do it. I'm guessing it's going to cost 4 grand in seeds. It's probably not going to be cheap, but you know, we'll keep an eye on it. Just trying to keep an eye on things that aren't too bad to do, that we could very easily just have a worker kind of finish it for us. Oh, 8 grand. That's even better than what I thought. We're at $152,000. So we are doing very, very good. We'll have to probably sell mushrooms next time is my plan. I don't think that should run out or anything, or fill up, I should say, all the way. No. And we'll likely sell the little bit of rice bags that we have, which are done now. Rice rolls. We'll be getting that filled back up next time too, because we should have a rice field that needs to be harvested. So, but yeah, that is everything for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.